Hello everyone, it's Ruben here, and today I'm going to talk about champion points and how you can grind champion points the most efficiently. Or well, maybe not the most efficiently, like not as efficiently as Skyreach, but it is definitely the most efficient, as in a way it will give you a lot of champion points, it will actually be enjoyable, and you're also working towards your character's progression. So this is how I personally go around to grind my champion points. So basically there are two things you can do. A random dungeon and a battleground. And I will explain to you why. Because if you do a random normal dungeon or even a random veteran dungeon, you will not only get a daily reward bonus of premium undaunted supplies, but you will also gain a shitload of experience. And same goes for the battleground. If you end first or second with your battleground group in any of those game modes, you will gain a lot of experience as well. So now, why is this important and why is this a great way to grind your champion points? So the amount of experience you gain is really nice. It is a good amount of experience and it really does help you leveling your champion points. But this is the thing. Undaunted is actually very useful whether you are going to do PvP or PvE. Having the Undaunted command passive and the Undaunted metal is really something you want to get. And doing these dailies, you're actually also working on your character progression as well as getting champion points. How, you might ask? Well, it is simple. Once you have joined the Undaunted guild, at level 45, level 46 you get a mail automatically, or you can go to one of the inns in the base game of your alliance zone. So like Day of a Covenant, you go to Grunumbra to the inn, Almeri Dominion Oridon, or Ebonheart Pact, you just simply travel to Stonefall's Devil's Watch to the tavern and talk to the Undaunted there. So once you have done that, you can pick up the quests. And this is where you gotta pay attention. You can pick up any quest. You're gonna queue yourself for a random dungeon. And it doesn't matter what random dungeon you are. And you just then gonna teleport out of the dungeon. And it does work, you still get the random rewards. So if we activate our random dungeon finder, and let's say our random dungeon is Elsweyr sewers, even though the dungeon we have to do today is Direfrost Keep, we just hit left click and then we travel to the dungeon with all of our group members, and they will still get the random dungeon experience, and upon completion you also complete the Undaunted pledge. So this way you get the random rewards, so the daily experience rewards that helps towards your character's champion point progression, and you also level your Undaunted. And on top of that, if you have never done those quests in there, you will also gain skill points and complete another quest line. So it is only like win, win, and win. Of course, you can also increase your experience by using something like an experience potion. Personally, what I would do with those experience potions is just before you're about to complete a dungeon, that's when you pop the potion. So after you've completed the dungeon, you can also quickly jump into a battleground, and if you win it, then you can complete the battlegrounds. But Ruben, I can only do one random dungeon and one random battleground a day. And there, my dear friend, you are wrong. You can do a random dungeon and a random battleground on every character. So what I personally would do in regards of champion points grinding is I would try to get 2 or 3 characters to CP level, and I will do the random dungeons and random battlegrounds. Now you can also of course do the random dungeons even when you are a lower level, then it is possible as well, like it's already possible level 10. I really would recommend doing this because a lot of people are just power grinding in like Skyreach, and if you want to grind that, hey, totally fine, man. Whatever you like most. We got a grind guide as well. I will link it underneath the description with some of the best spots for grinding. But the thing is, this way you also progress your character further. By doing this, you level your Undaunted, you quickly level your CP, and you also keep it enjoyable for yourself with it, which is really important. On top of that, you also gain skill points and you complete the quests. You get more experience with dungeons and the mechanics. So it is just much more of a win situation than just power grinding through NPCs. and I really would recommend this method. It would be my preferred to go method, just doing the random battlegrounds and random dungeons. That way you get experience in both PvE and PvP, and like, once again, it is just so much more enjoyable than grinding. You also daily get an enlightenment that you can use that will increase the gain of your champion points. If you don't have a lot of time, or you know, you're just busy, what I would recommend, do a random dungeon or battleground. Overall, if you know how to play, if you're good at PvP, a battleground will take maximum 50 minutes overall. It depends a little bit which dungeon you're going to do. As always, you can queue for a random dungeon, like I said, and then teleport to any of the other dungeons. Like, people like to teleport, for example, to Fungal Grotto, for example, because Fungal Grotto is a dungeon that isn't too long and that you can easily skip a bunch of NPCs and bosses, so you can complete one quite fast as well. I think there is a new one at the moment. I'm not too sure which one people were using for it now. Doesn't matter too much. So that way you can also grind your CP. If you just have like 20-30 minutes a day, you get enlightenments that will greatly increase your, will earn the next XX amount of XP at an accelerated rate. So this way you really gain a lot of champion points. If I were to complete a random dungeon now, I would get around 8 champion points, somewhere like that. Then I do a random battleground, I get another 8 champion points. That's 16 champion points I get maybe in like 25-30 minutes of playing. And if you then do it on all the characters until you are out of your enlightenment, then you can really get a lot of champion points in a short amount of time. Now, of course, the more you level, the slower it will get, but just doing those random dungeons and random battlegrounds every day will really help you with your champion points, will really help you to get there to CP 810 without having you burning yourself out with the game. And that is why I prefer this method, and that is why I do recommend it. The skill points you are getting from it are so useful later on as well. If you ever want to do crafting, you don't have to worry about your skill points all the time or anything like that. So that is pretty much it. If you still want to grind, that is totally fine. You know, there are different methods and people like different methods, and it's all good. I got a grind guide underneath the description and in the comment section as well pinned down. We got leveling guides, gold guides, and much more on learneso.net. I wish you guys a great day. Bye bye. See you in Tamriel. I'm out.